Page 15. Exercise C. Photo story. Read and listen to a conversation at a movie theater.
So, what are you in the mood for? They've got a bunch of great classic movies tonight.
They sure do. Hey, you're a big DiCaprio fan. I missed Gangs of New York when it was playing. Have you ever seen it?
Nope, I haven't. I've heard it's pretty violent. Frankly, I just can't take all that fighting.
Yeah, it is supposed to be pretty bloody. What else?
Well, there's Ice Age. They say it's spectacular. What do you think?
To tell you the truth, I can't stand animated films. Sorry, I've just never liked them. I think I'd rather see something... Hey, what about Casablanca?
Casablanca? Now you're talking. And by the way, it's my treat. You paid last time. What do you say?
It's a deal. I'll get the popcorn.
Listen and repeat. Page 16. Vocabulary. Explanations for being late. Exercise A. Read and listen.
I overslept.
I missed the bus.
I couldn't get a taxi.
I couldn't find a parking space.
I got stuck in traffic.
Page 17. Vocabulary. Exercise C.
Listen to activate vocabulary.
Listen to the conversations.
Complete the sentences, inferring the information and using the vocabulary.
Conversation 1.
Ted, where were you?
I'm so sorry. I went to bed after 2 last night and I didn't hear the alarm clock ring. What time is it?
8:30. The meeting starts in 15 minutes. Thank goodness you're here now.
Conversation 2.
Where's Maud? I don't know. She called me from her car 10 minutes ago. She said she was here, but she was trying to park her car near the building. I wonder what happened. Me too.
Conversation 3.
Look at all these cars. Where did they come from? I have no clue, and today's a holiday. Usually there aren't any cars on the road at this hour. We're definitely going to be late.
Conversation 4.
Oh no, there goes the number 5 bus.
Uh-oh, we're going to be late. The next bus doesn't come for another half hour.
Let's see if we can find a taxi.
In the rain? No way. Everyone wants a taxi when it rains.
Page 17. Pronunciation. Reduction of H. Notice how the sound h often
disappears in natural speech.
1.
How long have you waited?
2.
Where have you been?
3.
What has he heard about the film?
4.
When did he buy the tickets?
5.
What's her favorite movie?
6.
Who's his favorite star?
Page 17. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone apologize for being late.
Have you been here long?
For about 10 minutes.
Sorry I'm late. I got stuck in traffic. Did you get tickets?
Yes, but the 8 o'clock show for the Love Boat is sold out. I got tickets for Paradise Island. I hope that's okay.
That's fine. How much do I owe?
Nothing. It's on me.
Well, thanks. Next time it's my treat.
Page 18. Vocabulary. Movie genres. Exercise A. Read and listen.
An action film. A horror film. A science fiction film. An animated film.
A comedy. A drama. A documentary. A musical.
Page 18. Exercise C.
Listen to infer.
Listen and write the genre for each movie in the chart.
Then circle the movie if the people decided to see it. Conversation 1.
I saw this great movie on TV last night.
Really? What was it?
The Bottom of the Sea.
What was it about?
It explored underwater life in the South Atlantic and Indian Oceans. I learned so much. It's on again tonight. I don't mind seeing it again. Want to watch it with me?
Absolutely.
Conversation 2.
Let's download a movie to watch. It's too cold to go out. What do you think?
I'm game. What are you in the mood for?
My mom said Tango and Tap Shoes was great.
Well, I guess if you like to watch a lot of music and dancing.
I do, don't you?
To tell you the truth, not really. Let's get something else.
Okay.
Conversation 3.
Let's go to the movies.
Okay, you've got the newspaper right there. What's playing?
Let's see. Hey, what about The Ant Who Wouldn't Die?
Stop that. You've got to be kidding. You know I hate those scary pictures. I'll be up all night.
Conversation 4.
I rented some DVDs. Want to see one?
That depends. What'd you get?
Let's see. I got Chickens Never Wear Shoes.
That's a joke, right?
I think that's the point. I'm in the mood for a laugh. This one looks really funny.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Conversation 5.
So, what should we see?
Nothing violent, okay? Something we could take the kids to.
This looks safe. Goldilocks Grows Up. It's based on the children's book.
Who's in it?
No one's in it, but 3 famous actors do the voices of the bears. I think the art was drawn by Disney Studios. It won a prize.
That sounds perfect.
Conversation 6.
Hey, The Equalizer is at the Strand.
The Equalizer? What's that?
You can't be serious. It's that new Daniel Craig film. Lots of car crashes and people jumping out of airplanes.
Count me out. Those kinds of films drive me crazy.
Okay, I'll see what else is playing.
Conversation 7.
Let's see 12 Angry Women.
No way. It sounds too serious. I'd like to see something light tonight. What about a comedy or a musical?
Don't you like a good story that keeps you interested until the end?
No. When I go to the movies, I like to be entertained. When I want a good story, I read a book. What else is there?
Conversation 8.
City Under the Sea. What's that about?
It's about these people. Well, they're not really people. They're some kind of creatures from Mars or Jupiter. I'm not sure. Anyway, they can live in air or water. They come here and build a city under the sea near India. And then...
So?
What do you mean, so? It sounds terrific to me.
Okay, but you're buying the popcorn.
Page 19. Conversation model.
Read and listen to people discussing their movie preferences.
What would you rather do? Stay home and stream a movie or go to the theater?
I'd rather go out. Is that okay?
Sure. Would you rather see Horror City or Love in Paris?
Are you kidding? I can't stand horror movies. And to tell you the truth, I'm not that big on love stories.
Well, how about a documentary? The Great Wall of China is playing too. I've heard it's great.
That works for me.
Ways to agree on a plan.
That works for me.
It's a deal.
Great idea.
Page 20. Before you listen. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Adjectives to describe movies. Read and listen.
Funny.
Hilarious.
Silly.
Boring. Weird.
Unforgettable. Romantic.
Thought-provoking.
Violent.
Page 20. Listening comprehension. Exercise A. Listen for main ideas. Listen to the movie reviewer. Write a check next to the movies he recommends, and write an X next to the ones he doesn't. Exercise B.
Listen to infer.
Listen carefully to each movie review again. Based on the reviewer's opinion, circle one or more adjectives to describe each movie.
Good evening, movie lovers. This is Cinema Sid with quickie reviews and recommendations. Here are some of this week's openings. First up is Popcorn, a new comedy starring David Bodine and Judy Crabb. Unfortunately, Popcorn is a complete waste of time. The acting is terrible. The story's not at all interesting. As a matter of fact, I can't remember much about it, except that it was very strange. And for a movie that's supposed to be funny, it's not. You'll cry, not laugh, at spending your money on this silly, unfunny comedy, but with the usually very funny David Bodine. Our next film, The Vacation, is a well-acted and serious drama. Gene Wildman and Amy Collins play a couple who meet and fall in love, then travel to Rwanda on an innocent vacation. War breaks out, and you don't know till the end if they'll manage to get on the last plane to leave. An intelligent and interesting story. I highly recommend this wonderful film. There's some blood, so if you can't stand fighting or killing, it is a war film after all, don't see it. But if you like a good story you won't forget, this one's for you. Also reviewed this week is Aquamundo. Aquamundo is no science fiction film. It's based on real scientific research. Filmmaker Hans Schmerling shows the many medical uses of water around the world, from the underwater births of the Sheldrake Islanders to the water cures in Swiss hospitals. Schmerling shows how water can heal the world. While many people may think it's a silly idea, the film argues that it can actually happen. It makes you think about the importance of water. A beautiful film. Don't miss it. Finally, our last film this week is Wolf Babies. Whatever you do, don't take the kids to see this movie. They won't sleep for a week after they see this terrible story about human children captured by wolves. After they capture the children, these animals take them into the woods and change them forever. Then, when the children return to their families, they hunt younger children and capture them for the wolves. Adults will find the story stupid, but children won't forget these bloody, scary scenes for a long time.
Page 20. Exercise C. Listening dictation. Listen to the following excerpts from the reviews. Complete each statement based on what you hear. 1.
First up is Popcorn, a new comedy starring David Bodine and Judy Crabb.
2.
Unfortunately, Popcorn is a complete waste of time.
3.
Our next film, The Vacation, is a well-acted and serious drama.
4.
I highly recommend this wonderful film.
5.
Aquamundo is no science fiction film. It's based on real scientific research.
6.
A beautiful film. Don't miss it.
7.
Adults will find the story stupid, but children won't forget these bloody, scary scenes for a long time.
Page 22. Reading. Read and listen.
Can violent movies or TV programs harm children? Many people say that children have become more aggressive in recent years. That is, they are more likely to fight with their friends, sisters, and brothers. A number of scientific studies have reported that watching violence can in fact cause a growth in aggression. According to the research, two kinds of programs and movies encourage aggressive behavior in young children more than others. 1. Realistic violent action programs and movies, and 2. Violent cartoons. One disturbing conclusion is that the effects of violent viewing last for many years. One study showed that children who watched violent TV programs when they were 8 years old were more likely to behave aggressively at age 18. Furthermore, as adults, they were more likely to be convicted of violent crimes, such as child abuse and murder. Studies have also demonstrated that watching violent movies and TV shows can affect children's attitudes towards violence in the world around them. Children who watch a lot of fighting and bloodshed tend to find it normal and may accept more violence in society. They may even begin to commit violent acts themselves. Very often, characters in movies and on television who commit violent crimes are not sorry for their actions and don't face consequences or punishment. When children see fictional characters who are criminals like these, they learn that doing bad things is okay. For children who are growing and developing, this is a bad message. It's important for them to see that our society doesn't tolerate crime. So what can we do? With young children, we have the power to control the TV programs and movies they watch so we can protect them from seeing any violence at all. However, with older children, it's impossible to completely prevent their exposure to violence. But we can try to limit the number of hours they spend watching it. And when children have seen a violent film or TV show, it's important to discuss it with them to help them understand that violence is not a normal part of life.
Page 24. Review. Exercise A. Listen to the conversation about movies. Check the correct description of each movie.
Here are the movie reviews.
What do they say about Follow Me to Rio?
Follow Me to Rio. Oh, here. Wonderful love story, very romantic. How about that?
I'm not sure. What do they say about Streets of Saigon?
This weird movie starts out as a police drama, but incredibly ends up as an animated children's film. Sounds too weird for me. Let's forget that one. Here, this sounds great. Clouds over Mount Fuji. Unforgettable.
I don't know. I saw the trailer. It doesn't sound that interesting to me. What else is there?
Hamlet the Musical. Have you heard about that one? It's a musical of the famous Shakespeare tragedy. What do you think of that?
Not much, actually. Sounds really silly.
Well, what about Inside the Sahara? I think that's a documentary. Your favorite, right?
Isn't that a Madsen film? I don't think that's a documentary. His films are always very violent. Yeah, look here at the review. Only for the brave. Very violent. Children under 17 not admitted. That's not for me.
Well, that leaves only one other film, that comedy Fracas and Caracas, which we've already seen. I'd rather not see it again, would you?
Actually, no. It was pretty funny, but once is enough. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen, anyway.
Well, sounds like Follow Me to Rio is it. How about you follow me to the movies?
Deal.
Top-notch pop song, Better Late Than Never. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
Stuck in traffic, and when I arrived, I couldn't find a parking place. Did you buy the tickets? You're kidding for real? Let me pay you back in that case. Sorry I'm late. I know you've waited here forever. How long has it been? It's always better late than never. mention when we made our plans that you've seen this movie recently. It sounds so dramatic and I'm so upset. I'd rather see a comedy.
Well, which comedy do you recommend?
It really doesn't matter to me.
I still haven't seen The World in a Day.
I've heard that one is pretty funny. Sorry I'm late. I know you've waited here forever. How long has it been? It's always better late